Hey guys, how's it going? It's the Attack here. Just wanted to show you a book that I came across that I inherited from my grandfather. It's the American League Championship Series 1985. The Royals versus the Blue Jays at Exhibition Stadium, Toronto. $3 for this book. Now, for those of you that don't know, there used to be an original stadium that the Jays moved into in 1977 after years of them trying to rebrand and relocate. The Giants from California to Toronto failed. An expansion happened in the MLB where the Toronto Blue Jays and the Seattle Mariners would become part of the MLB. Now, we used to have the Montreal Expos along with the Toronto Blue Jays. The Montreal Expos have now been moved to Washington. All we have left is the Blue Jays. And I just wanted to show you this book because it's really interesting. They were planning on building a new stadium in Toronto, which we all know happened in 1989, and it was called the Skydome, now known as the Rogers Center, which sucks. But I have something here. And it's the idea of building a dome. And they came up with different variations. Like this one here really reminds me, not so much the dome, but the seating really reminds me of the Oakland Coliseum. So that would have been interesting. But they go through how they need a better place and they want to spend $150 million to make sure that 60,000 seat domed people would be able to see the game. Now, it's really weird because this is 1985 and they wouldn't actually have a new stadium until 89. Now, that's one of them. I'll show you another one here. Let me go through. See, this is a two dome that opens like this. So that would have been another concept they had with the surrounding buildings and whatnot, which is really interesting because you get to see what they were, coming up with. And they had lots of ideas, but they wanted a dome because of, well, as Exhibition Stadium was nicknamed, the mistake by the lake, it got snow. And the Jays' very first game, it snowed. And the American baseball players were kind of confused as to what to do. It was a very odd thing. So to avoid that, they wanted to make a dome right beside the CN Tower. Now, this spot was chosen and is currently where they are. Here's another one, which is it retracts into 4 pieces, and it will expose the stadium to 90% of the open sky. Now, which is really weird is this stadium with the lines coming off the bottom like that remind me of the old Astrodome for the Houston Astros, which is still around. But then, this is the one that got me. They wanted to build these pillars on the outside and then a roof that slid all the way over. And then over here, as I read the article, it said that there would be a walkway underneath where this would kind of hang over and shadow it. And then it would go off on the other side. So it's like a square that goes, which is similar to what the Astros would come up with and other teams later on. Now, this is really interesting. This is an early version, and I just wonder, what would have happened if this had have been the choice for the Toronto Blue Jays? History would definitely be different. Now, we're all used to the dome that we ended up getting, and it looks nothing like this. So you can't really find these pictures online of the concepts, and I thought I would share it with you guys because it's very rare to see. Let us know in the comments. You ever been to the Skydome? Or Rogers Center as it's called now? Let us know. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and if you like this and other content on nostalgic things released regularly, don't forget to subscribe. And remember, no matter where you go or what you're watching, there's nostalgia everywhere.